data entry into the Starship, day 3. Today is February 24th, and I made it to the end of jogging this morning. Right there's County Road 42, the end of Fisherman's Road. It is exactly 2.4 miles. Yes. I actually did it my third time. So, what has happened along the way? I left this morning. I left in, my energy was kind of like all bottled up, and I had a wonderful phone call this morning from my sister Angie. We had a lovely talk, and I got dressed for my run, and have some things on my mind, on my heart, heavy on my heart, and which I'd rather not to discuss here. But that was my intent when I came out here this morning, is just to release that and just to focus and concentrate on me. So what came about of my thoughts was commitment. I mean, what does commitment mean? I never knew what that meant, and I'm still working through what commitment means. Commitment means to be committed to, I guess, I don't know what the dictionary, but to me it's being committed to a project, a relationship, maybe a job, to yourself. And I was neither any of these. I was never committed to a relationship, never committed to myself, never committed to a job, never committed to friendships, never committed to anything that I've done. I've started out thinking I'm committed, but as I go on, I quit. I quit because it gets tough, it gets hard, I get frustrated, and I'm always thinking about outside myself instead of inside myself. So I've been working on this for some time, and what has come to my awareness of my commitment to things was the greatest teacher to me about commitment is my children. Casey, my daughter, has been committed to her marriage, committed to a job. She is just like that. She stays and she sticks, and I always ask her, like, what's your secret? And I look at her, and I'm her mother, and she is my daughter, and I look to her as my role model, as one of my teachers, and she is the best role model for me of being committed to something. And my son's the same way. He's committed to his art. He's committed to his marriage. He's committed to making his wife happy. He's committed to his friendships. He's committed just about everything, that he puts his whole 100% and he sticks with it. Where my children got that? It ain't from me. Ain't from their mama. So, and I think that all things are here because of a learning process, right? And teaching. And my two children came as my children for that reason, I think, to teach me in this lifetime that I need about commitment. So, and usually with commitment, we kind of think, I know we go with our gut instinct, and I know we should go with our feelings. And, if something doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel good. You got to trust that. And I believe that wholeheartedly. So as I was running and jogging, I stopped twice, but not to walk. I stopped once. I saw a butterfly on the road, just a monarch, his wings fluttering. And I can't, if I see an animal in the road, I got to stop and move it off the road, because I cannot, in my heart, let cars run over animals. I just can't. I can't even. If I do it by accident, I just get freaked out. I just can't let them get squished. It's not their fault. It's not, that's their body, and it needs to be honored. So, I'll often on this County Road 42, vultures get hit. Those are beautiful birds. People think they're gross and ugly, but if you ever take a look at one of those birds in flight, and if you ever really looked at what those birds do as a community together, they hunt together, they feed together, And when you see one of those up close, their wings are so beautiful. They are such a huge bird. And they're great for the ecology because they eat the dead animals, you know? And when I see them on the road, I don't know how anybody can hit them. They're such a huge bird. I'll stop and I'll put it off into the woods so they can decompose and go back to Mother Earth the proper way. So as I was saying, I saw the butterfly and I stopped, but this time I'm very emotional because I'm thinking about commitment and thinking about commitment to myself, not about others, but me. My commitment. I started jogging. I started to get tired. I want to slow down, and universe talks, you know? I see the butterfly, so I stop. I put the butterfly in my hand and I move it over under a tree and I wish it well and allow Mother Earth to take its butterfly back. And, you know, butterflies are a symbol of regeneration, rebirth, transformation. And that's what Mother Earth and universe gave me, that gift of remembrance of that. And then I started again. I passed my mark, my first mark from the first day, past the second mark of the second day. I come across again another animal, a baby snake. I don't know what kind of snake it was. It looked like a baby rattler because it had a little rattles on the end, but I didn't really, I looked at it and kicked it with my foot. I didn't know if it was really small. I mean, no longer than maybe like 8 inches, I would say. And it was dead. So I went and got it. I couldn't leave it. You know, I couldn't leave it get squished. So I went and got a branch just to pick it up with because I'm not sure, you know, if they play dead or not. I don't know much about snakes. So I got a branch and I picked it up and it was pretty well dead. And it was beautiful. It had like this red mouth. I'm going to take a picture when I go by to really see what it was. And I coiled it at the base of a tree. And again, I wished it well, its spirit to fly free and allow Mother Earth to take her baby back. And again, universe speaks of allowing me to find a snake dead. You know, snakes are a representation of the past, of staying close and grounded to Mother Earth. Snakes can swim in water and they can come on land. They're prehistoric animals, so they have been around forever. So that's why it's an archetype of our past lives, of ancient wisdom. And again, universe has spoke to me through that. And my message was that, you know, a lot of that, because the snake was dead, to me, a lot of my past and a lot of what I'm working through is dead. You know, it's no longer to be thought about. You know, I have to change my way of thinking, you know, and my way of thinking has always been on a negative tone. And because I'm always worried about others. And I've been listening to a Law of Attraction audible book by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I think his name's Jerry, I'm not sure. Channeling of Abraham. And that has helped me over the past week of my thought pattern and how I am a magnet of my own reality, and what I think and say is what I bring about. And usually I talk about what I don't want so much is that I always get it in my life, and I wonder why it's always there, because I always talk about it, I always think about it. So, but to change that is difficult. I've done pretty well over the past week, but it has to be a habit, you know, it has to change within myself. So I made it 2.4 miles today. And I'm going to do that a few times. And then, hello, good morning.
How you doing?
Good. And then I'm going to do it going back. But for right now, I'm just going to go one way and see how I feel, get stronger going one way. And yeah, so that was my journal entry into the Starship, Tina's journal, day 3. So yeah, in the New Earth vibrations, this is what it's all about, is changing your vibration, your frequency, to further and uplift yourself and others and the collective. And yeah, so the rest of my day I'm going to go repot some plants, and I want to make some granola bars. I saw a recipe on TikTok, and enjoy the rest of my day and just allow things to allow, right? And not to try to control anything, because I can't control anything but myself. So I just want to say thank you all to has already subscribed to my channel. And if anybody you want to share that to anyone, I would appreciate it, that would benefit from this channel. And it'll just evolve from here, because that's how things go. They evolve. And yeah, so thank you, and have a beautiful, magical day. Bye now.